Hey everybody, welcome back to a video. In this one we're going to be learning about conditional statements in JavaScript. So before going into the video, I would appreciate you guys looking and subscribing the video and feel free to comment. So let's go into the topic. So basically conditional statements are very simple and it's actually most of the time used from now onwards, and till now what we learned are pretty much basic, but this thing what we learn is gonna be used even though you work like in a company or something, but still you're gonna use these conditional statements a lot. So basically conditional statements or the if-else statements are very much used in JavaScript. So basically this the if statement in the conditional statement basically check if a condition is true, it's gonna go to that, or if you have something under that if condition, it's gonna execute that, or else it's gonna basically go to your else statement, and in this else statement you're not gonna have any condition, and after that it's gonna perform whatever the thing you have under the else statement. I know it's kind of hard to say, but you can understand by the diagram which is appearing on the screen right now. So that's basically how this representation of this conditional statements are, and if we see that diagram closely you can understand what I mean by it. So if you don't understand still, you can understand in today's video. So let's first go to our index.js file because I want to start with our index.js file. So basically we're gonna have a variable, so let's just say let, and let's just say a variable named, I'll say fruit, and equals, we're gonna keep a fruit, so let's just keep watermelon, or let's just keep an apple because I don't want it to be too long, so let's just do that. And then after that I'm gonna have my if statement, so if, and then you're gonna have a pair of parentheses like that, and then write your statement. So let's just say if fruit equals, with that's how you represent equals in this JavaScript. So basically it's kind of similar to Python too. And if fruit, which is our fruit variable, equals, and then what is this equal sign right here, you may ask. So basically this equal sign is basically assigning, which means we are assigning apple to fruit, and it might be vice versa sometimes, so we don't have to worry about that. And if fruit equals, and the quotes, we are gonna have something inside this right now, so let's just keep apple, and let's just have our these curly brackets, and there we go, we have our brackets, and this is how you do these brackets you need in this. And after this you can write your statement. So let's just say document dot get element by ID, and then we're gonna name the ID, which we're gonna do in our HTML document soon. We're gonna name it result, and let's just do inner HTML equals, and then we're gonna put our fruit, or let's just say the fruit you picked is apple, and then we're gonna add our fruit right here. So let's just do our fruit, and there we go. So basically it's gonna give us the fruit you picked is apple, and it's not gonna give us right here, or even though I reload it, because we don't even have our HTML document filled. So yeah, and let's just go to our else statement. So else, and we're gonna have these brackets, and as I said, you should not have any condition in else. You should not, because else statement just means any other case. In any other case it's gonna go to this. But let's just say you have one more case to say, and you should not use for that if statement. You're gonna understand what should be used later on in this video. So first let's go to our else statement, and then just say document dot get element by ID results, and then we're gonna have our dot inner HTML, and then we're gonna have an equal sign, and here we're basically gonna have something like let's just say undefined or so. So let's just say the fruit you picked is not there. Basically the fruit you picked is not there, so that's basically what we're gonna say. And now let's just write our HTML document right now. So let's just define our doc type HTML tag, and let's just put a title, and let's just do that just like that. And if you want, you can have like the head tag and everything and stuff, so if you want. So I don't want to right now, so I just don't want this title, and then I'm just gonna put conditional, or let's just say if else, And there we go, we have our if else right here, and let's just keep I as capital. And then we're gonna basically have something like our body tag, and here we're basically gonna get the script. First we have to have our paragraph tag, of course, to have the ID equals the result, because we are sending to this, and basically this is how it's gonna work for us. So let me just write our script tag and then explain. Source, and then we're gonna have our source. So let's just say our source was index.js. Let's just do that, and there we go, script source equals index.js. And let's just reload this, and the fruit you picked is apple. So this is how it's working. So we chose a fruit, we define a fruit as apple, and here are if statements. So this is basically gonna say if the fruit is apple, then go ahead and get the element ID, and then just do this, the fruit you picked is, and plus the fruit. And after this, else if I pick like a banana or something like watermelon, and it's gonna go to the else statement, and then just say it's gonna do the same thing, but instead it's gonna just say the fruit you picked is not there because the fruit is not apple. So that's why it does this. And let's just try to give banana, and let's just do this, the fruit you picked is not there. So that's how this thing works. And let's just say you want to have like banana as your another one. So to do that, you're basically gonna do something like this. So else if, and this is basically another type of statement. So first we want to separate this by something. Let's just put like the n, and if you don't have to though, but I just like to end this. And there we go. And why is it showing an error or something kind of like this, expected, this kind of thing? Because we don't have any statement. So this else if is gonna accept some statements, same as the if statement. And this is very special because you can use this how many times you want in JavaScript. So let's just say my statement should be fruit equals, and let's just say banana. And I'm gonna copy this whole thing and then put it right here. And there we go, we got our fruit, and then the fruit you picked is banana. And let's just say I also want a watermelon one, so let's just put another else if equals watermelon. And there we go. So let's just reload this. The fruit you picked is banana. Now let's just do watermelon. So let's just do that. The fruit you picked is watermelon, so instead if I give mango or something, it's not gonna work. So if you want, you can even have many of these. So you can have many of these just like that, and then name it mango or do whatever you want. So this else if is kind of like a special thing, which is most of the time used too, because if you have 3 or more than 3 statements, you're basically gonna use this else if. And if you just have 2, you're probably just gonna use if and else statements, unless if you want to have another statement of another specific type, then you're basically gonna use if and else if. And that's basically how you can work with these if, else if, and else statements, also known as the conditional statements. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.